Okay, morning guys, morning traders, how are you? Welcome to our live session. We're going to do these every Wednesday. Bear with me today because I'm juggling a lot of balls. So if I drop a ball now and again, yeah, be gentle, okay? But the plan is, guys, we're just going to look at the daily analysis as we normally do. Yeah, we're going to look at yesterday's trades, today's potential trades, and also the news as well, guys. And at the end, you can ask me any questions you like about trading. Some of the viewers, some of our subscribers have even asked to come on and ask some questions. So we'll do that at the end. But if you do have any questions relating to the pair that I am looking at, then please ask a question, yeah? And I will keep an eye on this other screen that I have for potential questions, okay? So yeah, our first live, well, second live, but yeah, very exciting. So guys, as always, we're going to start with yesterday. So yesterday was Tuesday. It was Tuesday, the 23rd of August. And we were looking at three potential trades, guys, if you remember rightly. So the first one was this. This was the euro against the New Zealand dollar. All right, guys, and your day chart, as I always tell you, is your reason why. Why am I longing? Why am I shorting? Okay, this is your day chart. Okay, and we were looking to short this pair. So as you can see, guys, price is clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, so we had lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And in this area here was a potential lower high to come down. Okay. And then we had this candle here. So this formed a couple of days ago. And the idea was just to come from our grey zone and take it potentially back down to this blue line or even this blue line. These are our higher time frame targets. Okay, guys. So yeah, that was the idea. Yeah, Euro New Zealand short. Let me zoom in so you can see this daily candle. Yeah, so this candle here, guys. Yeah. That was our reason to start shorting and the fact it was in a downtrend, guys. All right. So that's our reason why. On the day chart, it's always our why. Why are we longing? Why are we shorting? Then, guys, we drop down to the H1 chart. All right. So this gives us our execution, what criteria we need to be met before we can enter a trade. Okay. So let's take a look. So guys, yeah, we had the one grey zone, okay, and it was this grey zone here, okay, and by the time I started trading, yeah, it's always usually around 7, 8 o'clock, okay, so by the time I started trading, we didn't see any candle where sellers are in control, and then eventually it hit our grey zone and we got a very strong reaction. So not only did we have this wick on the green candle, then it was followed by this very large bearish H1 candle, red candle, and it broke these lows. Okay, so normally I would enter on this candle. Okay, but if I just scroll out a little bit, guys, what you'll see, if we enter on this candle, yeah, we simply don't have enough room to move down into. Yeah, let's say we enter at the close of this candle, we put our stop above this H1 swing high. Yeah, we need price to come down to here. Yeah, for a risk to reward of 1:1. Yeah, but our target is this blue line. Okay, so although this is an entry candle, it just doesn't give us the risk to reward. Yeah, because I would have exited my trade at this blue line and the risk to reward would have been terrible. Okay, so for me, guys, I stayed out of this pair for that reason. But again, let me know how you traded this pair, guys. And also, guys, throughout this video, if you have got any questions, just please leave it in the comments below the video, below the live video. Okay, so any questions you've got, please put them below the video and I'll be happy to answer them. All right, guys, so Euro New Zealand dollar, no trade, guys. For me, no trade on this pair. The risk to reward just wasn't there. Okay, next trade from yesterday was this. This was the euro against the pound. So remember, we were seeing euro weakness, okay? So the idea with this pair as well was to short it. So we were in a downtrend, okay? Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, okay? So we are still clearly in a downward structure, and this high was never broken, okay? So this actually acts, yeah, as an area of resistance, okay? And as you can see, we had this wick on the day chart react at that level, and then we had a very bearish candle form after that. All right, so that tells me price has reacted at the last high and sellers are in control. And we are still in a downward structure. All right, so for all of those reasons, we were just trying to come from our grey zone back down to this blue line here, which is the last lows from this daily candles, this daily low here. Okay, so yeah, this candle here, and then we're just trying to take it back down to here. All right, guys, so that's our reason why. Okay, that's why we were trying to short it. So let's look at the H1 for the, our execution, reasons to get into the trade. Okay. So this one, guys, again, yeah, we had just the one grey zone, and price came down. Yeah, by the time I was trading was around here. So literally, as soon as I started trading, this candle formed, this large red bearish candle. Okay, it's breaking these last H1 lows, even breaking this H1 low. Okay, so it tells me H1 structure is still intact. We've got a large bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. All right, so we could take price lower. Yeah, and we had, sorry guys, and we had room to move into. Okay, so you can see our higher time frame target here. So I entered on this candle here. I got a nice retrace, guys. Okay, so I got a nice retrace up to actually these last lows here. Okay, so I've got a retrace here, entered here, put my stop above here, okay, and then closed around here for a risk to reward of 1:1. Well, more than 1:1, to be honest. Okay, so I closed 80% here, and I'm still in this trade for 20%. What happened here, guys, and just it's quite important to show you, is this. So when price came down to here, yeah, and then it come back up and then come back down here again, this is when I got out. Yeah, because the markets are starting to slow down for the evening. Yeah, so that's the reason I got out. It tested this level once. Once it did it again, I closed 80%. All right, and I'm still in this trade for 20%. But again, guys, let me know how you traded this pair. Leave a comment. Maybe you traded it slightly differently. But we made profit on this pair, guys. So we are happy traders when we make profit. All right. The third and final trade from yesterday, guys, was this. This was the pound against the Aussie dollar. So, guys, what was happening here? So, yeah, so we were looking to short this pair. All right. So price is clearly in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Okay. And it was coming back down. And then we had this very bearish candle form. Okay, so the idea was just to come from our grey zone back down to these last daily lows here. Okay, guys, that was the idea. Remember, day chart. Why? Why do I long? Why do I short? This is your reason why I'm shorting. Okay, so let's look at H1 now to see if we had a trade. And what happened here, guys, was the same as the Euro New Zealand dollar. So let me explain. All right, guys. So yeah, like I say, guys, I start looking for trades around here. Okay, around this area here. And none of these candles told me sellers were in control. We come up to our grey zone and then bang, super duper bearish candle. Okay, so yeah, this is clearly telling us sellers are in control. Okay, But again, if I zoom out, guys, yeah, you can just about see our blue line there. See our blue line down the bottom here? You can just about see it. But when this candle forms, yeah, okay, it's a good entry candle. But again, guys, if I enter on the close of this candle, put my stop above here, yeah, this is my risk. Never easy drawing with a mouse. I must express this, okay? Especially live. I can't erase it, okay? So this is your risk, yeah, and this little bit here is your reward, okay? So that's probably the worst drawing I've ever done with this pen. But as you can see, guys, it's just not worth it. Yeah, that risk for that little reward is just not, it's just not worth entering the trade. The rewards are not there. So it was similar to what happened with the Euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, guys. So yeah, so no trade from yesterday on the pound Aussie dollar, no trade on the Euro New Zealand dollar from yesterday, but profit on the euro against the pound. And we're still in that trade for 20%. Okay, let's take a quick look at that day chart. Yeah, because if any of you are still in the trade for 20%, yeah, this trade, I still think it has room to at least these last lows here. Okay, guys, so yeah, that was what happened yesterday. That was the recap. Guys, if you enjoyed that recap, some of you are already subscribers. Yeah, great. I love having you on my channel. But if some of you are viewing this for the first time, then why not come join us? Yeah, you get daily analysis every morning. So please subscribe to the channel and then smash that notification button. And if you're enjoying the vid, guys, please smash the like button. Help support the channel. Merci beaucoup. Right, that's the recap finish, guys. Let me just take a quick look at some questions, guys. Okay, some good mornings. Morning. How would you analyze this pair for intraday? Which pair? Shabazz, which pair are you referring to? Do you trade gold? Not really. I don't really trade gold, guys. Yeah, just quickly, guys, just while we look at some questions, we got this question here. So this is the gold chart. I have it open, guys, because it's a good indicator of if the economy is in total chaos or not. Yeah, so gold is a flight to safety currency. Yeah, if the economy is crashing, gold will gain strength, and vice versa. If the economy is doing well, gold will be weak. It's a flight to safety currency, and it's very correlated with the US dollar, Japanese yen for the same reasons. But generally, I don't trade gold. It's very, the spreads are quite large, but a lot of what I do is totally transferable to gold, but I don't really trade it. I've had a couple of trades over the years, but in general, no. Okay, so look at a couple of other questions. Okay, got another question from Ali. Do you use any indicators for entry? I don't use any indicators, guys, apart from this moving average 20. Okay, so let's go back to one of these. As you can see here, guys, this yellow line here, yeah, this is the moving average 20. That's the only thing I look at, guys. Okay, I've tried all sorts of indicators over the years, and they're just simply lagging. Yeah, they're relying on historical data to form current data. Okay, so for me, there's no better way to trade than price action. Yeah, support and resistance, areas of supply and demand, market structure, and yeah, price action. Yeah, indicators are lagging, guys. Okay, so, but having said that, I know traders, guys, who made a lot of money using indicators, but it becomes very mechanical. Yeah, if this happens, I enter short. If this happens, I enter long. Okay, maybe using an indicator will suit some of you and your personality. Yeah, you have to find a strategy that suits your personality and also the amount of screen time you can have. Okay, you can't be an intraday trader and have a full-time job. All right, but yeah, no, I don't use indicators. I have done over the years. I remember when I first started out, guys, I had literally like 10 indicators on my page and I could barely see the candlesticks. Yeah, that's how bad it got. And I wasn't making money. It wasn't until I got rid of all the indicators and just focused on price action, what the candlesticks are telling me, then I started to make money. Okay, guys, so yeah, that's my view on indicators, but you know, it does work for others. I'm not saying they're pointless, but they are lagging. Right, any other questions? Yeah, moving average 20 is what I'm using. What would you look at? Okay, so the best pairs for beginners to look at, guys, there's a question from Kevin, would just be the majors. Yeah, look at the euro US dollar, pound US dollar yen. Yeah, these are the most traded. They'll have the tightest spreads, the smallest commissions. So yeah, I would just focus on the majors, the US dollar majors, just to begin with, just to get a feel for the markets. Okay, so yeah, that's what I would do. Right, any other questions or shall we carry on? Okay, let's carry on, guys. Okay, so that's the recap finished. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you followed the euro pound pair and made some money. But all of the pairs went in the direction we expected. Okay, so now, guys, we are going to look at, let's move some of these charts. We're going to look at trades for today, guys. Okay, potential trades for today. Because we're doing a live, guys, I wanted to look at a few more pairs than usual. All right, so first of all, we are still looking at this pair. Okay, so this is the euro against the New Zealand dollar. Okay, so these are trade ideas for Wednesday, the 24th of August. My eyes are here, everywhere. I've got lots of things going on, guys. Okay, so, but today is Wednesday, the 24th of August. I'm not lying. And this is our first trade idea. Yeah, it's the same as yesterday, guys. Not much has changed. All right, so we're still looking to short this pair. So I've already explained why. Yeah, it's in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then for the last 2 days, we've still had these bearish candles. And I still expect price to come down to here or even this last low as well. Okay, guys, so the trade idea is still intact because of yesterday's bearish candle as well. Yeah, this candle here. Okay, but now, guys, what I will do, I'll go down to the H1 and I'll just see if my grey zone is still intact, because obviously during the day price action has changed, so it may not be intact, but in this case it is still intact. Yeah, all I would do is slightly adjust my grey zone, yeah, to take in the whole of these wicks. Yeah, that's all I would do, guys. Okay, so this, for me, this is still our grey zone. Yeah, we are still looking for shorts. But like I say, guys, I'm still waiting for the UK, European markets to open, because volume comes into the market. And if we trade, there's enough volume to carry the trade through. All right, so yeah, so when it does open, I'm looking for price to come back up here, test these highs, yeah, and then we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. We enter the trade and then we come back down to these lows. First of all, this is always our first target, close 80% and then let our 20% run. Okay, guys, so Euro New Zealand short, not much has changed. We're still looking to try short this pair. Okay, so that's the first trade idea. Let me just have a sip of my vodka. I always have a liter of vodka every time I trade. Okay, let me just have a look here. Okay, we'll look at US dollar yen in a minute. Okay, so yeah, that's the first trade idea, guys. Euro New Zealand short. The second one Again, deja vu is the euro pound short as well. Okay, so yeah, again, not much has changed. Yeah, it's in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Okay, and then for the last 2 days, we've had 2 bearish candles form. Okay, so the idea is just to come down to this blue line, this last low. Okay, and I would even say potentially down into this zone. Yeah, this could be another higher time frame target, these last lows here. All right, guys, so yeah, still looking to short that for these reasons. Let's look on the H1 now for our entry. And again, guys, because we was trading this from yesterday, I already have a grey zone in place. But let's see if that grey zone has changed. Okay, this one probably hasn't changed. I'll just move it along a bit. So yeah, that grey zone is still intact. What I would do is add this grey zone. Yeah, there seems to be an area of what was once resistance. Yeah, so we've seen this pattern a million times, guys. That's all I talk about is this pattern. I apologize, but yeah, so price, if we look at the H1 in a downtrend, okay, it's finding this level as support, okay, but eventually it breaks it, okay, breaks down. Yeah, so it breaks this level eventually, comes back up, and then what was once support now becomes resistance, and price reacts at this level. Okay, so it could come back up and react at this level again before it comes down to this level here. And then remember, guys, potentially the last daily lows on the higher time frame target. Okay, guys, so yeah, a couple of grey zones. Again, price could come up to here. I know it's already here, but I need to wait for the Europe and UK to open. Bearish candlestick pattern here. Okay, take price back down to these lows if you get a risk to reward of 1:1. If not, you might have to leave it to run basically just back down to here. Yeah, enter here and just do 100% of the trade down to this blue line. Okay, guys, if that doesn't happen, price could retrace back up into here, which corresponds with these highs here and even this areas here. And again, bearish candlestick pattern form, take price back down to here. You could even take 100% of the trade down to here. Okay, guys, so euro against the pound, this is still a short that we are looking at. Okay, the third pair that we're looking at today, before I do, let's see if we've got any questions at all. Okay, all right, we can take a look at the pound Canadian dollar in a minute. We'll look at the US dollar Japanese yen in a minute as well. Okay, so third pair for today, for 24th of August, is this. This is the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. Okay, and for me, we're looking to buy this pair. Okay, so why are we looking to buy this pair? This is always your question on the daily chart. Okay, it's quite hot in here. Put the AC down. Yes, it's quite hot. Let me just put the AC down. I'm doing too much talking. Right, guys, so we're looking to short this pair. It is live. Bear with me, guys. It's live. Yeah. So we're looking to short this pair. Okay, so price was in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Okay, lower highs, but then it didn't come back down. It hasn't created a new lower low. And in this area here, which was once support, yeah, it's quite an important zone. It reacted here and here. Once this area is broken, yeah, these last highs here, and we had this bullish candle where we are in an uptrend. For me, structure has changed. Yeah, we're in an uptrend and we have a bullish green candle. We are looking for buys. And also, guys, I do look for things like this. So if I was to draw a diagonal line, yeah, because this is still an area of resistance. Yeah. So yeah, if I was to draw this, as you can see, price has been using this as resistance. Okay. But now this candle here has broken out of that as well. So it's broken out of the diagonal channel, and it's also, for me, broken these last highs here. Okay. So that's the reason why we're longing. All right. And then while we're on the chart, I'm going to plot my targets and my gray zones with you as well, guys, so you know what I look for. Okay. So for me, the first target should be this. Yeah. This area here. Okay. So this is obviously where price has reacted. Yeah. And it's these last highs here. Okay. So for me, this seems a logical place to place our first target. Okay. But also, guys, yeah, we could, yeah, potentially come all the way up to here. Okay. Yeah. So I put, it's a little bit conservative. I like to incorporate all of the wicks here. Okay. So we've got two potential higher time frame targets, guys. Okay. So looking for longs. Then I go down to the other time frames. I look at the H1, okay, to see where we could enter. Okay. So for me, as you can see, guys, all of this area here and up to here. Okay. So this is a logical gray zone for me. Yeah, because it was once resistance, and now it's come back down, and it has the potential to become support and go up from here. Okay. As you can see, it reacted already with this green candle here on the H1 chart. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, with this pair, yeah, no, I want it to retrace to here, guys. I need it to retrace to here. Okay, retrace into here, we get a bullish candlestick pattern form, and then we can enter the trade, close 80% here, and then leave 20% to run. Okay, guys. I'm umming and ahhing because there is a little bit of a H1 area of resistance happening here. So price could bounce off here. All right, if we get a large bounce off here with a H1 candle that closes above these highs, yeah, then I may also get into that candle. Okay, so it'll be a bullish candlestick pattern, breaks the H1 highs. I would consider long in that as well. Okay, and I would just put my stop below the last H1 swing lows, yeah, below this level here. Okay, guys, so yeah, Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. We are looking to buy this pair. Next trade. Before I start the next trade, guys, yeah, I just want you to, if you're enjoying this analysis, if you're enjoying this live session, then please come join us at Simply Forex. We would love to have you. So smash the subscribe button. Also smash the like button, guys. Help support the channel. Right, let's have a look at some questions as well. Yeah, we've seen that one from earlier. US trend for intraday. I'm lost by that. That is the simple moving average 20. Okay, yeah, this is the simple moving average 20. Yeah, not exponential. Right, guys, US dollar, Japanese yen. I can see that somebody, Mohammed, you wanted to know about the US dollar, Japanese yen. So let me tell you. This is also a possible trade for today, guys. Okay, so let me explain why. So price was in a downtrend, guys. Yeah, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Didn't create a lower low. Yeah, if structure doesn't create a lower low, this is always a red flag that structure could be changing. Okay, sure enough, price shoots up and breaks this last high here. Okay, and then for me, this is now in an uptrend. Okay, and we still have room to move up to back to these daily highs here. Okay, admittedly, yeah, this candle here is red. Yeah, I can see that. I have eyes, you'll be glad to know. But it's the wick. Yeah, if I zoom in, it's the wick on this candle that I really like. Yeah, we're in an uptrend. Yeah, we have this huge rejection wick. All right, and we've got room to move into up to here. Okay, so this wick gives me enough confidence to take this pair higher. Okay, also guys, our job as a trader, yeah, is how you should think of it is how many layers of confluence can you get to buy or sell. Okay, so one layer of confluence is this. Yeah, we're in an uptrend. We have this wick here on the daily candle that is rejected and potentially pushing up. Okay, so two pieces of confluence there. All right, and now guys, I look at the weekly chart. Okay, I also advise you to look at the weekly chart as well, because you don't want to be buying in or selling into trouble on the weekly chart. But another piece of confluence to take this longer is this. Look at this candle. Look at this bullish weekly candle. Okay, so this candle alone tells me we can get back up to these highs here. Okay, so for all of those reasons, so I have three layers of confluence. We've got a daily uptrend, upward structure. We have a rejection wick on the daily chart, and now we have this very strong weekly candle. Okay, so confluence, guys. Confluence, confluence, confluence. We want confluence, as many pieces of confluence as we can get to enter a trade. All right, so let's, and while we're on this weekly chart, I'm going to make that our target. Okay, yeah, makes sense, right? Let's make that our target. Go back to the day chart. You can see that, yeah, we still have room to move into before we hit that weekly high. Okay, so Mohammed, we are looking for longs. Let's look at the H1 now for our criteria. Let's plot these zones together. Okay, so yeah, I'm just showing what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this area. Yeah, I'm looking at these highs. I'm looking at this low. I'm even looking at these pieces, these zones over here. So I'm looking at all of this. This could all impact our long trade. Okay. I don't like the fact that we are currently, the H1 structure is in a downtrend. If my idea on the day chart is to long, I really like H1 structure to reflect that. It needs to be in an uptrend. All right. So because of that reason, I'm only interested in these two zones. Let me plot them. Okay. So this one here. And if it came down to here, I would take this because this offers excellent, excellent value. Okay. So these are my gray zones on the H1. And also, guys, I do look at the H4 as well. Let's look at the H4. I haven't looked at it today, but yeah, this still makes sense on the H4. Okay. So back to the H1. So what I want to see, guys, is two possible situations or two pieces of criteria that we need to happen for us to enter the trade. Remember how important criteria is. If your criteria isn't met, stay the hell out of the trade. Okay, so US dollar, Japanese yen. So first of all, guys, price could come tumbling down into this grey zone. Great, if it does, offers us really good value for money. Then I want to see a bullish candlestick pattern form. We enter the trade. I would close, yeah, 80% at these last H1 highs, and then leave 20% to run up to this. Sorry, I wouldn't. I'd leave it to run up to our higher time frame target. Okay, so that's the first trade idea. All right. If that doesn't happen, what I want to see is the old faithful pattern where support becomes resistance or vice versa. Okay, so I want price to break out of this grey zone, come back, retest it with some form of a bullish candlestick pattern. And when I say candlestick pattern, guys, it doesn't matter if you don't know all the names, a hammer, a shooting star, a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, not important. But what the candle needs to tell you is that buyers are in control for longs or sellers are in control for shorts. That's it. That's what you're looking for, a candle to tell you that. Who cares what the name is? All right. So price comes back down here. We see a candle that tells us buyers are in control. We enter. We come back up to these last H1 highs here, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run up to our higher time frame target. All right, guys. So yeah, US dollar, Japanese yen. We're looking to long this pair, and this is how I would intraday trade it. So I hope that answers your question, Mohammed. Okay. Let me take a quick look at any other questions we've got. Great. Okay. Thank you, Mohammed, for your kind words. Thank you, Proto, for your comment. I'll look at GB CAD in a second. All right. Pound Swiss franc as well. Okay. All right. So pound CAD, pound Swiss franc. We'll look at those in a minute. My fifth trade idea for today is this. This is the euro against the Canadian dollar. I've left this one last because it's so oversold. Yeah, it's just oversold for me. Okay, if we look on the weekly chart, yeah, it's quite a distance from the moving average 20. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I used a moving average 20. If price is too far away from it, it's too oversold. All right. But yeah, it's oversold. But let's look at the day chart. Okay. But we have this very large bearish candle. Okay. That has broken all of these lows here, even that low there. Okay. It's broken this low and even this low. Okay. So it has broken these lows, which tells me the fact it's in a downward structure and this very bearish candle is just telling me that sellers are still in control and we could come lower. The problem you have with a trade like this is finding the target, because on the day chart, if you've got to zoom out, you've got to go back to 1973. I'm exaggerating. We haven't got to go back that far. But if we look at the weekly chart, you're looking for the next logical area where we could find a short. Okay. Yeah. So potentially here. Yeah. That's the only logical places I can see. And this is 2012, 2010. Yeah. So we have to go back quite some distance. This was obviously an area that corresponded here, but it's been broken. Okay, so I'm saying this is a trade idea, but be wary of this pair because it is slightly oversold. Okay, so let's go back to the day chart. All right, okay, no, let's look at the H1 chart, sorry, to see where we could potentially enter this pair. And quite a scruffy chart on the H1. The more I look at this pair, to be honest with you, the more I wouldn't trade it. Okay, but while we're here, let's take a look at potentially where we could get in. So I'd consider this area here. Okay, if we got a strong enough reaction, yeah, so this corresponds with this low, this last high, this last high. If we got a strong enough reaction in this zone, yeah, a really bearish candle, yeah, you could potentially take price back down to this 2,900 level. And the fact that it's at this 2,900 level, yeah, makes me dislike it as well. Let's not trade this pair. Okay, guys, the more I look at it, the more I dislike it. Okay, but that grey zone could be a potential short there. Okay, guys, so they're the trade ideas for today. So 4 potential trade ideas, and forget euro Canadian dollar. But it was quite useful to see how my mind thinks and why I didn't like it. Okay. Right, we had some requests. So we had pound Canadian dollar. Let's look at this. I believe he was in a short position. You're in a loss buying pound Canadian dollar. Okay, so let's look at pound Canadian dollar. What's your name? Proto Matala. Okay, so you are in a, you're buying the market, but in a losing trade. Okay. So first of all, so I did this pair last week, in fact, and we were making a lot of profit shorting this pair. Okay, so the opposite to you, Proto. Okay, we were shorting this pair. All right, as soon as this candle formed, this candle formed. As soon as this candle formed and broke these lows here, only just, but it broke them. Yeah, I was looking for shorts. And I remember every day we were looking at all of these wicks here. Yeah, if you remember, some of my regular viewers, you will know that we were looking at this. And it took a while to eventually come down. But as you can see, it did come down nicely and we made nice profit. Okay, but yeah, we were like, we had a wick, a wick, a wick. We were like, when is it going to come down? All right, so eventually we made some nice profit shorting this pair. So the structure, first of all, does not tell me to buy. Okay. All right. So you have to be wary of that. Ever since this candle formed here. So for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days, I've been looking for shorts and only shorts. Okay. But if you are in a buy, okay, so Proto, please listen to my trade ideas. You would be shorting this pair and making money. But if you were in a buy, I mean, this is encouraging. Yeah, you've got these 2 candles here that have both, one was a doji, and then this large daily candle. This candle closed back into the area of this doji. Okay, I look for that. Okay. I can show you all the intricacies, guys. We do a mentoring program as well here at Simply Forex. Okay, so yeah, we can go into a lot more detail. Okay, but as part of my mentoring program, guys, if any of you are interested, then please get in touch on the email. Okay, but I look for that on this pair. Okay, okay, right, just got a message, no problem, we'll carry on. Okay, but you are in a buy. So, like I say, these candles here are encouraging for you. Okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the week finishes. Yeah, you want the week to finish back in here. Yeah. So you want the week to finish back in this zone. Okay. You want price to eventually, by Friday, close in this zone. Okay. Then you could potentially get out of a spot of bother. You're in trouble. Okay. As it stands on the downtrend, we are still in a downtrend because these lows have been broken. Yeah. But these wicks here are each closing back in to the previous wick. This is encouraging. Okay. So that's what I could say on the day chart for this. If we look on H1, yeah, it's this level here that's obviously important. Yeah, this level here. Okay. If price breaks out of this level, you could be out of trouble. Yeah, if price comes out of here, retest it, shoot back up, yeah, your buy could eventually, or you could close it for a small loss. You just want to get out of this trade. Okay, if that happens, that is, yeah, good news for you. Good news also, the H1 structure for me is in an uptrend. Yeah, it was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs. We've had this huge rejection at this level with this candle here, and then it's been in an uptrend on the H1. Okay, yeah, and now overnight it just doesn't know what to do with itself. So it's difficult for me to recommend buys. I wouldn't, but that's what you're looking for to see if you could get out of trouble. Yeah, this H1 structure to stay intact and eventually break this zone and up to the upside. Okay, guys. So yeah, good luck with that trade. Follow my trade ideas, Prosser. We were shorting this and making money. Right, guys, there was one more pair I'm going to look at, which was the, we'll look at two more pairs. So we've got Green World and Quan. Okay. So my name's Tom. My name is Tom, guys, for those of you who don't know. Tom the trader. Okay, we're going to look at a few more pairs, and then we're going to get some viewers on to speak to. So they might have some interesting questions for you to listen into as well. Okay, pound against the Swiss franc. Let's look at this. Don't create chart. We already have it. So my view on the pound Swiss franc. Okay, so my trading, guys, I do a top-down approach. Okay, let's start with the weekly chart. That's the top, and then we go all the way down to the H1. Okay, so for me, yeah, I remember looking at this a couple of days ago. I am not going to short this pair into this. Yeah, this area over here was obviously an area where prices reacted hugely. Look, okay, so I am not willing to short this pair into this zone. I know the weekly candles look bearish and they're coming down, but at some point it will react in this zone. Okay, it will. All right, so pound Swiss franc on the weekly chart, I'm not looking at shorts. And then it sort of doesn't matter what else I look at, guys, because yeah, this is clearly in a downtrend, but I'm not looking for shorts. So this pair is not tradable for me. If we got a break of these highs, yeah, if price come out of here, come back, yeah, got a break of these highs, then structure has changed. Yeah, I will only trade with day trend, and day trend on pound Swiss franc is in a downtrend, but it's hitting weekly support. So I will not trade it. I will start trading it if structure changes. Okay. Next one. I'm coming. Okay. So pound Swiss franc, I've just explained. I would look at taking profit. Yes. Yeah. I would have took profit down at this 1,300 level. Yeah. If you're in a short, yeah, I would took profit at this 1,300. Psychological level would have been a nice exit. Okay. But like I say, guys, I'm not looking for shorts anymore. Okay. Couple more pairs. EURGBP. Let's have a quick look at this one. Yeah, guys, I'm just going to look at a couple more pairs because I want to get some traders on to speak. EURGBP, we've already done, guys. Yeah, we've already done the euro against the pound. We're looking for shorts. Yeah, still in a downward structure. Yeah, we've got these two bearish candles. We're looking to take price down to here or even here. Okay. Yeah, so shorts on the euro pound. We've already done that one. And Aussie dollar, US dollar, Aussie dollar chief. These are the last two I'm going to do, guys, and then we're going to get some people on. Aussie dollar, US dollar. Day chart. Right, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, the problem with this one is that daily candle. Yeah, look at that daily candle. Weekly structure is in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So what's stopping it from coming back down to here? Okay, on the weekly chart. All right, let me just have a quick sip of my vodka. Okay, that's better. So yeah, so it's difficult for me to look for longs because of that weekly chart. If we go back to the day chart, yeah, you would be thinking, oh, this is a nice place to go long. Yeah, we're in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We're testing these lows. Yeah, we've got a bullish candle. Let's take it back up. Yeah, but no, because of that weekly candle. Okay. What I think will happen, guys, I don't know if you know about chart patterns, but what I expect will happen is this, is we'll see a head and shoulders. So price come up to here, okay, and then price will come back up, test this high here, and then come back down, okay? So guys, what this is called a head and shoulders. So we've got a shoulder, the head, the shoulder, and back down. That's what I'm seeing, okay? And that weekly candle tells us that's possible, okay? But buys on this, no. I wouldn't be looking for buys, okay? So that's a head and shoulders pattern. So I'm glad we looked at this pair. That's quite interesting. Last one I'm going to look at, guys, and then I'm going to get some people on to talk with. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Sorry, I already have the chart open somewhere. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Here we go. Untradable. Look at this absolute tosh. Yeah, it's just, I don't know what to do with myself. Don't trade it. Yeah, it's just in a range. What I need to see, guys, is price to break out of here, come back, retest, shoot back up. Okay, or price could come out of here, but if it does, you've got these last lows here. Okay, so the Swiss franc pairs, especially Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, New Zealand Swiss franc, they have been untradeable for weeks. It's just in a range, guys. I mean, you can trade a ranging market. Yeah. Sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here. Yeah, you could. If I had to trade this, I would take a buy back up to this last high, but I wouldn't trade it. If you put a gun to my head and said you had to trade it, I would buy it today. Right. Okay, guys. So that's, yeah, I hope I've answered most of your questions. I just want to get some people on to speak to now, guys, but you'll find this interesting. We'll have some traders come on and ask me questions about whatever they like. Not my personal life, I hope, but trading. Okay, so who do we have on first? Who's going to join? And guys, if you want to join, yeah, and come on and actually have a face-to-face with me now, then the link is in the comments below the vid. If you click the link, we can have a chat live on YouTube. How exciting. Right, so we've got Lucy. Can I call you Lucy? I hope. Sorry, bear with us.
No, it's Luke. Luke, it's
Luke.
My name is,
sorry,
yeah,
Luke. Yeah. Luke, how are you, Luke?
I'm doing great, thank you. Lucy,
sorry,
Milena.
Luke, one second.
Yeah.
Can we turn his volume up? I can barely hear him.
Oh, yeah. It's Bulgaria, you know.
Okay, Bulgaria. I've been there many times.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Luke, if you could please speak as loudly as possible. I'm just having trouble hearing you.
All right. Do you hear me better now?
Yes, Luke. So please, I know you are a regular subscriber and viewer, so nice to have you and actually speak to you on the channel. So please ask me anything you like about trading,
okay,
not my
nice.
personal life, Luke.
Yeah. So, yeah. No, of course. How long are you in trading?
So I've been trading for about 15 years now, since 2008. So when we had the crash, I basically started off in stocks. Yeah, I just bought a load of stocks because they were so cheap, made nice money, and then eventually my interest grew and I slowly moved into Forex. So yeah, about 15 years, Luke, I've been trading.
Okay. I was a little bit frustrated because I'm on from last year, March.
Right.
When I started, and I'm still not yet really profitable. It's still a wonder.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a problem a lot of new traders have.
Do you trade GP? Yeah.
GBP, GBP, which pair? GBP with which pair, Luke? I trade
JPY with Japanese yen.
with Japanese yen. Okay, let's have a look at it. So yes, I do trade this pair. I trade 28 currency pairs. Yeah, so all the ones that you see on my screen, yeah, plus all of these as well. Okay, and I also look at, you know, the indices. I keep an eye on the indices. I keep an eye on oil. I keep an eye on gold. Okay, but yeah, pound yen. Yeah, we trade this. What would you like me to review it, Luke, or have you got a specific question?
Do you use mostly the 15-minute time frames, or
I don't.
does it depend?
Yeah, I mean, I do a top-down approach, Luke. So if I was looking at this pair, first of all, I would look at the weekly chart. What is the weekly chart telling me? Okay.
Yeah.
So the weekly chart, if you look at this area here, well, the weekly chart is telling me uptrend, but there's a lot of indecision. Yeah, because if you look at it here, we've got higher highs, higher lows, hasn't created a higher high. But what we have got now is still in an uptrend. Technically, it's still in an uptrend, but we've just got loads of indecision. Look at this. Yeah, this pair doesn't know what to do with itself. Okay, so on the weekly chart, I'm seeing lots of indecision. Okay, then I would go down to the day chart. Day is king for me. Day is king. The daily chart gives me my direction for the day. Okay,
Decision.
and again here, yeah, it tells. I look at the day chart. Day chart tells me, am I going to long? Am I going to long or buy? Or am I going to short or sell? Or am I going to stay out? Simple as that. That's the only questions I ask myself. And on this pair here, you've got these two zones. You've got this zone and you've got this zone.
Yeah.
Okay. The problem with some of the yen pairs is this fight. There's a fight between weekly and daily. So the daily is in a downtrend. Yeah. So it was in a uptrend. Yeah. Higher highs, higher lows. Didn't create a higher high. Then it broke down. When this low is broken, we are in a downtrend. Okay, so lower lows, lower highs, hasn't created a lower low, hasn't created a higher high, so we're still in a downtrend. Okay, so for me, it's just ranging at the moment. That indecision from the weekly chart is reflected in the day chart. Yeah, there's lots of indecision. Okay, but let's say I was going to trade this. Once I've done my weekly analysis, then I've looked at the daily. I will then look potentially H4. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at H4 and look at some zones. So yeah, I'll then plot my gray zones. So yeah, this is a important gray zone. Yeah. So this corresponds with all these highs here. Yeah, on the H4. Sorry. It's a little bit scruffy on the H4. We have lots of wicks, but this is a, you know, this area here is a zone.
Yeah.
It's a scruffy market. You can just tell there's lots of indecisions, Luke. You know, it's not a nice pair to look at the moment. It's not nice to trade. Okay, but then look, on the H4, they're my two grey zones. And then eventually, the lowest time frame I would look at would be the H1. Okay, and then I would look at some potential grey zones here. So you could say this. This is a grey zone here. Yeah, because if price breaks this grey zone, H1 structure's changed, and I don't like that. Okay, so that's how I trade: week, day, H4, H1. I won't really look at the M15 chart, Luke. It's a bit too erratic. Yeah. All right. So I hope that helps, Luke. Any Other questions?
All right. I just have one more question.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Yes. How can you see all the pairs? Because you have, yeah, yeah, but how can you follow them on your screen? Because your screen is limited. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So if you
Yeah,
have
well,
5 pairs, how you can see 5 pairs on one screen
yeah, but what you can do, it depends what
to
format you
follow?
use. But yeah, I just use this screen for YouTube purposes, but I have other screens that I look at. Yeah, there's something
Ah, you have,
on your laptop. You can share the chart
yeah.
across multiple screens, and then also you can do things like this. This is just,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So on this, I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, so I can chop and
yeah.
change my chart around like this. Depends what platform you use. I can chop and change my chart around like this. And as you can see, I've got 3 charts in one screen. And also,
Yeah.
Luke,
So,
you need to
okay.
understand, I'm not
So
trading all 28
in
currency pairs.
view
Sorry.
or
Sorry, Luke.
ah,
Carry on.
yeah, yeah.
Let me just put
You
my
trade
chart
vending.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can chop and change your charts, no problem. And
Okay, thank
also,
you.
yeah, and also, Luca, you know that I look at 28 currency pairs, but let's say I only have 3 trades that I'm potentially trading. I only need to look at 3 charts. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
trading
yeah.
all 28 currency pairs in one day, you know? Okay, I hear
Yeah.
the telephone, Luca.
Okay, thank you.
I
Thank
will
you.
let you go, Luca. Thank you for coming
Yeah.
on, and I hopefully
Yeah.
see you for the next live.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers, Luca. Thank you very much. Right, have we got anyone else? Okay, this week we closed. Yeah, if you're talking about pound Canadian dollar still, yeah, we want the weekly chart. We want the weekly chart to close back into this area here. Yeah, we want the weekly chart to come back up, close into this zone. Okay, then you might have some hope of recovering that trade upwards. Okay. Any other questions? Let me just take a look. No? Okay, guys. Anyone want to come on and join us like Luca did for a quick conversation? Yeah, the link is in the comments below the vid. Yeah, to join our stream, click this link. Okay. Yeah, and leave some comments below the vid, guys. If you're enjoying the video, please leave some comments. Let me know what you need help with or any questions you have. And also, guys, if you're enjoying this live, then please subscribe to Simply Forex and smash that like button. We would love to have you guys. Okay, is that about it, guys? Okay, so yeah, just finally, let's take a look at the news, guys. So I'm going to do my news on a different screen. Okay, so we've got the news up here. I can barely see that. Okay, all right, guys. So on the news today, if we carry on down, these times are all, let me change the time zone to London GMT. British summertime. Okay, guys. So yeah, all of these times are London GMT. So news for this is not today. News for 24th of August is as follows. Okay, so we're looking for a red high rating. Okay, we're using a different news platform, guys. You'll realise it was just a bit more user friendly and clearer to see. But as you can see, guys, there is no news to speak of until at 1:30 London GMT, we've got coming out of the States, we've got durable goods orders. Okay, so that could move any US dollar pair. If we carry on down, what else have we got? Okay, guys, that's it. So we've only got one piece of news today, guys. So you are pretty free to trade. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this live session. I have. I've enjoyed answering your questions and speaking to some of you. Okay, well, we've got one more. We've got one more person. Okay, what is your bias on US dollar CAD? Let's take a quick look at that before we finish. What's his name? Neutpack. So US dollar CAD, my bias. This is in a weekly daily battle. Yeah, so on the weekly chart, yeah, we are arguably in a downtrend. We was in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, didn't create a higher high, and then it broke down and broke these lows. Okay, so this candle here, when this formed, it broke these lows, and we were in a downtrend, okay, on the weekly chart, okay? But, yeah, if we go back to the day chart, we are in an uptrend, okay? Yeah, so as soon as this high here was broken, we had higher highs, okay? So you've got mixed messages. You've got a daily uptrend, a weekly downtrend. Okay, but if I had to trade this pair, if you put a gun to my head and said, Tom, you must trade, I would short this market because it is hitting off this weekly zone here. Yeah, you can see it's reacted many times. Okay, all right. And we've got this large bearish candle. Okay. And also, a lot of the US dollar pairs are at these weekly levels. So we could see a reaction. Okay, GBP US dollar, Euro US dollar, all at these weekly levels, these weekly lows or highs. So we could see a reaction. So yeah, because of this candle, if I had to, I would potentially look for shorts. Yeah, down to perhaps these lows. Okay. So yeah, if I had to, US dollar, Canadian dollar short, let's look at the H1. Yeah, and US, well, yeah, H1, yeah, perhaps if it come back up to here, yeah, come back up to this area here, got a nice bearish candle form, we could take it down. Okay, so yeah, I hope that answers your question on US dollar CAD. Appreciated, thank you. And that's it, guys, really. I've answered that. Okay. I've answered everything, guys. I think we are going to finish now. So I hope you've enjoyed this live session, guys. I have. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I think my vodka helped. But yeah, I hope you've learned something from this live session. Next time, guys, please come on. Like Luca did, come on, join us for a conversation live. Ask as many questions as you like. And yeah, leave some questions in the comments below. I hope you've really enjoyed it. If you have, please come and join us. Please subscribe to Simply Forex, smash the like button, and I will see you next Wednesday for the next live, but I'll see you tomorrow morning for our daily analysis like we do every day. All right, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, guys.